Thanks so much. How cool is this? We are joined by Deb Norris with Sinclair Community College. Of course, we're talking about drones with you because you guys have recently started a program for drones. So, Deb, talk with us about what this means for our area, what it means for people wanting to pursue a career in drones. Is that a possibility? And what it means for businesses here?
Well, it's an absolutely exciting time. And actually at Sinclair, you know, we have a deep aviation history, and as this region does. As a community college, it's really, really important to align with where your region is headed.
Sure.
In terms from an economic development perspective. And so when you look at unmanned aerial systems, we call them that instead of drones. But when you look at unmanned aerial systems, our region is prime for this kind of industry: advanced manufacturing and materials, deep in data analytics, and sensors, right? That's really what the components are for UAS, because I'm going to fly this to kind of figure out what kind of data do I want to collect to make better decisions.
It's so new, it's so cutting edge, it's ever evolving by the day, it seems like. We're seeing new uses for it. What does it mean for our area and people wanting to get involved? What should they know?
Well, I think from an economic development perspective, you know, we're used to having very large headquarters companies, many of which have left us. We've seen a lot of auto manufacturing that have left us. And as you look at companies that are in the unmanned aerial systems, which is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And so the importance of Sinclair being involved in this was to start to build the workforce so that to draw companies here for the expertise in unmanned aerial systems.
Okay, so talk to us about what you have here.
Actually, I brought one of our smaller ones. I said this retails for about $1,500. We have actually opened our UAS indoor flight range. And so for the public, you can go to our website and come in and actually learn to practice on these. At the smaller end, this kind of is a quadcopter. It kind of hovers and it lets you, again, you'll see a lot of this in the first responder area in terms of that application.
Right, because there's a GoPro here. I don't know, when we had
right.
that shot, you can see down here a little GoPro camera. Gives you a whole new perspective of what you're saying, of accidents for first responders, for real estate, for farming. It's so advantageous, the opportunities.
Well, and actually what you're seeing now is that we kind of think of this as the internet when it first came out, right? You really weren't sure what the impact was going to be and how people were going to use it, but each and every day you hear about the new applications.
Right.
At Sinclair, we are focusing on 3 primary applications: precision agriculture, what we call geospatial mapping, and the third is first responders.
Can we take this up? Can
No.
you? No. Okay.
I promised before I left, and we had the ground. I think they actually took the battery. They took things out, so I wouldn't actually do that for me.
But well, and another question, fresh on a lot of people's minds, because it's been in the news lately, was we saw the White House drone down in the yard of the White House, which brought up some security concerns. And what do you want to let people know about that? And what does the FAA still need to address, perhaps, with this new technology?
Well, I think with any new technology, what's really, really important is that we start getting training and education on how to use that technology so that we can use it safely. Now, when we're flying indoors, right, and that's why we have our flight range, you really don't have as many issues. But as we start to look at flying outside in the national airspace is where we start to have issues. Because what you want to make sure that we're, again, with this new technology, they do, as you have heard many, many people say, they kind of get away from you. And what's important from, as we get the experience, we want this region to be known for unmanned aerial systems. That's why at Sinclair we have gotten certificates of authorization at multiple locations that allow us to fly outside. But to do that, you need to be a trained pilot. We have to get our vehicles certified, and you look at a price point that's up in the $75,000 and up for the vehicles that we're flying there.
So if people are curious, contact Sinclair. You
Absolutely.
Guys will help them out and
like I said, we've been in this for a while, and we intend to stay, and it's a great, great opportunity for our region.
All right, Deb, meet me out back, find the batteries, let's fly this.
Okay.
Deb Norris, VP of Workforce Development at Sinclair. Thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you.
And let us know what you think. Maybe you have a drone at home, or a UAS, as Deb likes to call them. You fly it around. Let us know using the hashtag 5on2 on Twitter.